we're heading back to the area where we found at least 3 distinct footprints last time we were here. We heard some strange sounds out here. Footprints. There's like a moonshiner liquor jug right there.
Huh. Is that what I was seeing?
Yep.
I could see something, but...
Broken. Be careful.
All right.
Now, so we know that there's a lot of sites back in these areas where people had stills years and years ago. We found one upriver from here. That was a pretty established still site. A lot of times around the Appalachian Mountains, you'll find stills just littering the hollows. All right, we're gonna see if we have our cast. We had to abandon it last time we were here because it was getting late. There was a lot of strange things happening. We wanted to kind of get to an area where it was a little bit of a safer. So we're gonna head up into this hollow now and see if we can find the cast that we left, if it's still viable. If not, we'll see if we can see any more prints, anything fresh, any new disturbances of the ground or anything like that. Something travels through here a lot. You can tell by the trail that's established here, but also this log that's crossing over the path here. You see how the moss is really long here and here, but right here it's been worn down from things crossing over. It's not like a lot of trails like people take. This is going to be completely bare, but this is just much less moss on the tree in this particular area, so something is traveling through here for sure. Alright, let's go see if we have a cast or not. Alrighty. It is completely undisturbed, which is good. Nope, it's gonna break.
It's gonna break, it's too wet?
It's so wet.
Yeah.
Here.
I mean, it's so wet back here. I mean...
Yeah, it is very, very wet back here. Let's see what I can do. So this is our toe casting. All I could get was the toes because it was at an angle. But this is what we have. This little part kind of broke when I was removing it, but you have clear toes there. We're gonna stash this and keep hiking, and we'll grab it on the way out. I think it's a nice little cast. And when I get it home, I will dry it and clean it up so we can kind of see where the toes dip down. But you can see that they go much deeper. Let's see a little profile here. You can see that they go deeper right there where those toes dug in. So this
big toe went deeper.
This is a really cool little cast. So you have a 4-toed track. Right. There you go. Awesome. All right, let's stash this and we'll
let's walk around here, this area for a couple minutes.
Check it out, and then we'll keep looking around, see what we can find. So I'm gonna leave a slight disturbance in the terrain, and next time we come back, we're gonna see if it's still like this. So what I'm doing is I'm leaving 3 sticks stuck on this little hill right here, next to this little spot that looks like it's a spot where something's been bedding down. So we're gonna leave that here, and there's a trail that goes up from this little bedding spot up to the next one. So we're going to leave these sticks here and see if they're still here when we come back next time. Alright, sun's starting to go down, and it's getting much chillier. You ready?
Yep. Yeah, but see, it's all these little depressions all the way up in a row here.
Yeah, so you've got...
Looking at it
That one looks like something's been in it.
This one doesn't look as matted down, but the one that I was sitting on definitely does.
You want to check the one up above it?
Yeah, I'll check the one up above it. But yeah, they're all in a row and they go straight up this mountain. Now there is a clear trail that goes from this one all the way up to this one. There's no sticks or anything in it. The leaves are pressed down. It's a large space.
Oh, this and this one are definitely matted down. The closest ones down there are not. But
yeah. Now there's one more up on the hill here that the trail goes, again, straight from this location, where you can see all the leaves are completely just compacted and pressed down. All right,
something's moved through here, but I can't tell. The ground's not as soft back up here, so it's not.
Let's following this trail here. We've got a pine tree that is broken over right here, whatever that means or doesn't mean. Let's check out where the tree is broken here. Of course, this tree crosses over this trail that lines up with these bedding spots down through here. It's been broken over for a while. But the tree wasn't dead before it broke over. Look at all the sap. You've got an area that could be another bedding spot. And the tree, all this bark has been stripped from the tree out at the base. Another interesting thing over here. High up here, you've got spots where the bark has been pulled away from the tree. I'm under the tree where the bark is stripped. I'm 5'2", and this is where the bark is stripped off the tree. So it's pretty interesting. It's just on that one little spot, like a little grabby spot going down the hill. And that spot lines up perfectly with a trail, which is pretty neat. So if you were coming down this steep area, if you were tall enough, which clearly 5'2", not tall enough, you would possibly grab onto that and then continue down this steep area. You can see parts of the bark are stripped and down here on the ground. So, I don't know. It's interesting, nonetheless. It's just weird through here.
Still, the whole just seems thick and like oppressive.
Yeah.
The moment we crossed that last bridge, it just seemed.
We're gonna make our way down the mountain right now and go to the old homestead. And last time we were there, we had a couple of things happen, weird sounds. So we're gonna move to another area on down, a little further downstream. It's weird. So we're going to continue on and see if anything happens downstream a little bit. We're down by the homestead site right now and where the still was. We're going to pull out the EMF. Okay, so my message just went through on the Garmin inReach Mini to let someone know back home that we're still alive and that we're okay, because it's about to get dark and we like people to know where we are. I'm going to continue on this camera until I can go no more with the lack of light. And then we're going to go on to FLIR and the psionics. I think we're going to have to post up somewhere and just sit for a while and wait and listen. Joe's digging for my EMF.
Rubber band that connects the two, the EMF and the digital recorder, is on the little thing that we usually put your camera on.
Okay.
All right. Not setting off on any of our equipment.
Nope.
Okay.
So the EMF is on. If it gets triggered by anything, it's going to emit a beep. We've tested it with all of our equipment. The equipment doesn't set it off. So if there's any drastic change in electromagnetic field, it'll go off.
This is with your phone and your mace.
That's fine.
On that side.
All right.
Let's roll. See, through here, something could be 15, 20 feet off the trail. We'd have no clue. It's there. It's so thick back through here.
Of course, it's getting dark. It has been absolutely silent.
Yeah, there's nothing. Last time we were here, there were at least... You hear some sounds as the sun's starting going on.
But today it's nothing.
Nothing at all.
Alright, I'm gonna keep moving.
When there's a full moon or there's no moon. But tonight it's going to be half full. So let's see what sort of activity we have tonight with that.
Yeah.
All right.
Alright. That wasn't far.
And then walk first.
So we just heard a gunshot. Not too far off. There's somebody else out here, clearly. There's no houses around here.
What's that?
I said there's no houses around here.
Yeah, but with these hills like that, that could echo from anywhere.
Okay.
You can't really gauge I mean, it was close enough to hear, obviously, but you can't really gauge a distance there. If I had to guess, I'd say that's probably mile and a half from us. So.
Okay.
But again, you know how sound echoes in these hills like that. So. Go ahead and turn it.
you thinking?
I don't know what to think of. This could be nothing tonight, or we can get some craziness. I don't know. It's quiet. Real quiet. This is what we're seeing right now. Got a little bit of light in the sky. And there is Jesse.
So we're headed back upstream, and we're going to go back to our area where we were before, where we found the footprints, and we're going to stop and sit for a while and just listen and see if we hear anything, or if anything is actually happening in that area at night. So we've got our full color night vision, we've got the IR, we've got our headlamps,
got the FLIR.
got the FLIR. How many cameras do we need?
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna go see if we can hear anything or see anything, and just sit and listen for a while. So it is super thick through here. This is kind of a low-lying area, and it gets super thick, so try to stay with me. At any point, something could be, 30 feet away, 5 feet away, we wouldn't even know. These bushes are so thick.
Jesse's working the psionics. Whenever you're out doing this, never forget to look up. So quiet.
White light up here.
You just saw white light up there?
Yes, that's that mountain that we climbed up earlier. There's nothing up there.
All right, here's what we need to do. We need to
There's nothing up there.
we need to post up on the other side of this stump with the sharp branches.
All right. Right now, we're set up in the area where we found the footprints. A few minutes ago, right up here, I saw a white light that couldn't have come from anywhere. We were up there earlier in the day, and there was nothing up there. It is just an empty mountain. But that's where all those trails were, all those bedding areas were. I don't know what's going on, but we're gonna sit here quietly for a little while and listen and wait. What are you saying?
some kind of heat signature with the flare, and we've seen white lights on this side of us and that side of us. But it's super quiet right now. We're not hearing anything. I don't hear anything moving around. No vocalizations, nothing like that. So we're gonna start walking out. We've got a few miles to go before we're out of here. We're gonna see if anything tries to follow us out, like it has in the past. We're just having malfunction after malfunction.
Huh?
We're just having malfunction after malfunction.
Function, I know. It's like everything is gone.
While reports of catastrophic equipment malfunction are common when dealing with these paranormal entities, we cannot say for sure that that's what occurred. All we know right now is that something is happening in these woods.